If you're anything like me, you've probably spent countless hours hauling mulch, spreading it, and then watching it disappear by mid-season as the sun, microbes, and worms devour it. Mulching is amazing, but let's be real, it's also an ongoing chore. So when I say my garden hasn't needed mulch all year because of one simple ongoing trick, I mean it. And once you try it, you might just retire your wheelbarrow of wood chips for good. Welcome back to Soil Sage Chronicles, where we dig deeper than the surface and grow beyond the bagged solutions. Today, I'm sharing a powerful gardening strategy that not only replaces traditional mulch, but also builds soil life, improves fertility, and protects your garden all year long, with no constant reapplying. Mulch is a gardener's best friend, until it's not. We love it because it suppresses weeds, holds moisture, regulates soil temperature, and slowly breaks down into organic matter. But here's the catch: mulch is a temporary bandage, not a living solution. You lay it once, it looks great. 3 months later, it's faded, thinned out, and the weeds are back like they paid rent. By the end of the season, you're reapplying, and the cycle never ends. Mulch protects soil, but it does not build it. To truly stop the need for constant mulching, something has to take over the job from within the soil. That's where this year-round trick comes in. So, instead of spreading dead material on top over and over, I shifted my approach to growing my mulch in place. I now use living mulch and strategic cover cropping to keep the soil covered, protected, and constantly fed, every single day of the year. Think of it as mulch that never needs replacing because it's alive, working, and renewing itself naturally. Living mulch isn't just a cover crop, it's a constant soil armor, a nutrient pump, and a microbial buffet. Plants do what mulch can't: capture sunlight, release root, exudates that feed, soil, life, break up compacted layers, shade out weeds, and drop organic matter continuously without you lifting a rake. Here's what happens when you switch from static mulch to a dynamic living mulch system: continuous soil cover. Bare soil is a wound. Nature rushes to heal it with weeds. Living mulch keeps the soil covered so weeds never get the chance to invade. Wood chips don't feed the soil until they break down, but, roots do it every second. Tiny sugars from root tips are like an IV drip of life for your soil microbes. Now dense mulch can trap excess moisture and cause fungal issues. Living mulch, though, regulates moisture naturally by shading but also allowing airflow. When you chop and drop or mow your living mulch, it recycles itself into fresh biomass, creating a soft layer of decomposing matter right where it's needed. Mulch decomposes once, but cover roots mine minerals season after season, pulling nutrients from deeper layers back into the topsoil. You don't need acres. Even small raised beds can benefit from this mulch-free system. Here are powerful living mulch choices depending on your climate. Dutch white clover, it's low-growing, fixes nitrogen, suppresses weeds, and is just perfect for paths and bed edges. Buckwheat, lightning-fast growth, shades soil quickly and attracts pollinators and beneficial insects. Crimson clover, or hairy vetch, for fall and winter living coverage, builds biomass and nitrogen. Oregano, thyme, or creeping herbs are awesome perennial living mulches for your perennial beds. Not only do they look pretty, but they also do a great job at suppressing weeds. If you're gardening in tropical or warm regions, mustard, fenugreek, or cowpea are fantastic choices. They're aggressive and really outcompete weeds. You can plant these between your crops, around perennials, or even as dedicated strips. And when they get tall, just trim them back with shears or a string trimmer and let the clippings fall right in place. That's your mulch, fresh, nutrient-rich, and biologically active. This is the step-by-step flow I use in my own garden. Step 1. Grow first. Don't mulch. As soon as you harvest a bed or remove spent crops, immediately sow a living mulch or cover crop mix. Don't leave the soil exposed, not even for a day. Step 2. Let it establish at about 30 to 40% coverage. In beds where you plan to plant vegetables, let your mulch plants grow, but don't let them overwhelm the space. When coverage gets to about 1/3, create planting pockets. Step 3. plant into the living mulch, gently part the foliage, plant your seedlings, and then press the cover crop back down around them. The living mulch now acts like a breathable blanket. Pretty cool, right? Step 4. Cut, drop, repeat. When your living mulch reaches about 20 centimeters in height, trim it down and let it fall in place. Microbes will break it down way faster than traditional mulch, creating a mulch layer that's literally grown right from your soil. Step 5. Never leave the soil naked. Once a crop is finished, don't wait. Seed again. This constant cycle creates soil so active and covered that, honestly, mulch becomes unnecessary. What shocked me most after switching was just how alive the soil became. Under wood chips, soil life waits for the chips to soften, but under living mulch, life never pauses. Worms stay close to the surface, the soil stays loose, microbes just explode in diversity. And I no longer haul organic matter into the garden. I grow it right in the garden. Rather than dumping mulch that just sits and slowly dries out on top, your mulch now grows from below and drops fresh organic matter exactly where roots need it. It's like upgrading from a bucket of slow-release fertilizer to a living nutrient factory that runs all day, every day. For unstoppable coverage, combine fast annual cover crops with low-growth perennial living mulch. Here's how I do it. Around the perimeter, plant perennial low herbs or clover that stay year-round. For the interior beds, after harvest, sow quick annuals like buckwheat or mustard that shoot up, feed, and drop. During the growing season, let those annuals pop up again between rows, trimming as you go. Pretty soon your soil ecosystem becomes so self-sustaining you'll notice weeds struggling just to find a place. And that's when you realize, mulch isn't a chore you do anymore, it's a system your garden does for you. Once I embraced living mulch and cover cropping as a continuous cycle instead of just an occasional task, everything changed. Instead of me working the garden started working for me. No more reapplying, no more hauling, no more exposed soil. Just a constant blanket of life, feeding, protecting, and healing the soil from within. If this resonated with you and you're ready to grow your mulch instead of buying or hauling it, stick around here on Soil Sage Chronicles for more in-depth guides, DIY soil hacks, and regenerative gardening wisdom you just won't hear at the garden center. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and share this article with a fellow gardener who's tired of reapplying mulch every season. Let's grow smarter, not harder, together.